Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Friday, the 21st of March 2025. In today's Millwall news, it was match day for the under-21s. Wow, what an exciting game. They were 2-0 down and they came back. And funnily enough, I think they scored all of the goals, 2 own goals, sort of. One was a clear own goal, one's kind of just deflected. So, yeah, the under-21s produced comeback win over Bristol City. Mill's under-21s were 3-2 winners over Bristol City in the Professional Development League on Friday afternoon. The Robins went 2-0 up at Calmont Road, but a quick-fire double from AJ Matthews and a second-half penalty kick from Jaden Celestine Charles turned the game on its head and gave Kevin Nugent's side 3 vital points. An unfortunate Ollie Evans' own goal gave City the lead before Ruben Shepherd's free kick hit a Millwall head and looped over Dylan Adai for their second and the midway point of the first half. So if you're going to score 2 own goals, you should probably do it within the first 15 minutes. It gives you a lot of time to come back. However, Matthews superbly turned home Ryan Leonard's cross on 29 minutes to half the deficit before the striker pounced on a loose ball on the rebound following Celestine Charles' save shot just a minute later to restore parity. And yes, indeed, that is Ryan Leonard. Ryan Leonard has come back from injury. He's featured half a game for the under-21s, played the first half. So there you go. Celestine Charles then won and scored a spot kick in the second half to secure all 3 points. Next up for Millwall's under-21s is a trip to Colchester United on Tuesday afternoon. And that at the time of recording, that is due to be played at Malden and Tiptree FC, which means you can go along and watch the game for a small entrance fee. The team was as follows: Adai, Smith, Sturge, Massey, Leonard, Ollie Evans, Howland, Lamptey, Celestine Charles, Matthews, Kendall, and the subs were Taylor on for Leonard at half-time, Mansour on for Celestine Charles in the 81st minute, Beaumont on for Matthews in the 62nd minute, and Baker on for Kendall at half-time. The unused subs were Przewozny. So, interesting stuff. So, Matthews, the recent signing from, was it Middlesbrough, that he come from? Came in, played 1 game, scored, got injured. He's come back now. 2 goals. 2 very quick goals within succession, which was certainly needed after the early gifts of the 2 own goals to take it level. And then we go into the second half. The interesting substitutions. I don't know how Ryan Leonard played. Was he playing at centre back? Because you got Smith there. You got Carl Smith playing there. So was he right back? And Leonard was centre back, because Harry Taylor, who came on for him, he's a centre back, Harry Taylor. So was Ryan Leonard playing as a centre back in a 2? Is that why we're struggling at the start of the game? Don't know. Obviously, this was at the training ground. We don't have, well, maybe we do. Haven't pulled it up yet on Mill TV. Maybe they're going to show the game, because they did film it. Because they put the goal, they put the penalty kick on Twitter, so they did film it. So if you got a Mill TV Plus account, you'll check it out, because it might be on there the full game. Probably in the next day or 2, but certainly probably by Tuesday. What else was I going to say? So Leonard coming back, playing centre back, but then was it Beaumont coming off of Matthews? So that's interesting there, because if you don't know the formation that they play, they do kind of generally play kind of similar to the first team, like 4-2-3-1 style sometimes, but they do mix it up quite a bit. But then you've got Baker coming on for Kendall at half time. Kendall is very, very busy in the Ipswich game on Tuesday, so obviously playing Tuesday, Friday. It's clearly a lot of effort involved in both games. But then you're wondering how are they still going to go for it? Were they trying to shore up the draw? But no, they scored and they got the winner. So, and the referee was Mr. S. Hughes. Is that Simon Hughes, the former MP of the area? Probably not. It would be interesting if it was, but it probably isn't. So, what that does to the table is, here we go. Hey ho, here we go. They made it, because obviously that was Mill's game in hand. They played the game in hand against Charlton, and they won it after a troubled start, but they won it. So now we're now into the second place. So we are in the semi-final places of the end of season tournament, and it's looking good. Just got to keep up with Charlton's results, and it's all going to be fine. Maybe, if we do keep winning, could maybe even snatch first place from Brentford. So Charlton are playing on Monday, and then Mill will get a chance to respond on the Tuesday. So see Charlton away at Swansea on Monday. That's not going to be easy. So hopefully, if they lose that, the pressure's off Millwall to some extent. Obviously, you still have to try and get out and get results. It's not free. You still got to try. And what else have we got? Brentford. Brentford not got an easy game away at Bournemouth. That's going to be tough. So it could very well be if Charlton lose on Monday, Mill will win on Tuesday, and Brentford lose. I mean, man, it could be. We could be looking at top spots by this in about 5 days' time. So there you go. That was the under-21s today. Now moving on to this exclusive, apparently from London News Online, the South London Press. Mill will have an option on midfield man who's set to be a free agent in summer. Mill have an option to extend Billy Mitchell's contract until the summer of 2026. The 23-year-old's current terms are due to expire at the end of June, but the South London Press understands that the Lions are able to activate an extra 12 months. Mitchell, whose younger brother Zach is on the books at Charlton Athletic and is on loan to St Johnstone at the moment, has come through the youth ranks at Millwall and made 161 appearances at first team level. A thigh injury suffered in pre-season saw the all-action midfielder ruled out until early December. Mitchell has started 6 of the Lions' last 7 championship matches, including their 1-0 victory over Stoke City last weekend. The Den outfit have a number of players who are in the final months of their contracts. We exclusively broke the news that Ryan Leonard had triggered a 1-year extension after starting 25 matches in the current campaign. George Saville, rival to Mitchell for the central midfield spot, is out of contract from July the 1st, along with other senior pros in Duncan Watmore, George Honeyman, Joe Bryan and Wes Harding. So interesting, so obviously we've seen Billy Mitchell come into the squad. Is that a view to looking at, obviously he's coming back from injury, they're trying to see if he's still good enough, if he's worth extending the contract? Is that why they're playing him? To get a good look at him, I guess, maybe. But be interesting. So if they do, yeah. So you would imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what are they doing? Obviously, we're basically safe now. So you would imagine that they'll start talking to the players about extending their contracts, or are they literally going to throw the baby out with the bathwater and just get rid of everyone and try and bring in about another 5 or 6 20-year-olds, or 21-year-olds, which I'm not sure about that. I think that's probably going a bit too quickly on the old, asset situation. The old, the plan? What do they call it? The program? The new way of doing things? You can't, I don't think you can get rid of all of these players just like that. I would say, you probably keep Joe Bryan, George Saville and Billy Mitchell, to be honest, and maybe you could let George Saville go, but I mean, I guess you offer him a deal, but because he is of an age, isn't he, so that you would probably try and bargain it down, but then he can go, well, yeah, no, I'm not, I'm going to try and get something better somewhere else. And then you can just leave the offer open and say, well, if you don't, you can always come back. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should just get rid of everyone just like that and roll the dice and hope that the players that we bring in, start to gel and start to do stuff. I don't know. But we'll see. Now moving on to this. Also, this is from the southernnews.co.uk. Mill boss discusses great servant Danny McNamara ahead of summer contract talks. This is a News at Them Plus story, which is weird because they did another story that was News at Them Plus. So how many Plus stories that you're going to do in one day? If you didn't know, this is premium content for subscribers only. You can pay, it's £3 a month or £30 a year, and then you get all these extra stories that they do. They only do one a day or one every other day. So obviously I'm not going to subscribe and then show it to you. That wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be right. It's not what I'm about. So we'll move on. If you're interested in that, go and subscribe. So we've got this one, which is available. So this is from southernnews.co.uk. It really has been a life-changing few months for him. Millwall head coach reacts to Rhys Bangor-Williams' first international call-up. Alex Neil said it's been a life-changing few months for Rhys Bangor-Williams after the 20-year-old was called up to the England Elite League squad, the under-20s, earlier this week, just over 2 months after he made his Mill debut. Bangor-Williams joined Mill's academy from non-league side Tooting and Mitcham in December 2023, having spent a year with the under-21s before making the matchday squad for the Lions FA Cup third-round tie against Dagenham and Redbridge on January the 13th. With Mill up 2-0, Neil opted to bring Bangor-Williams on in the 85th minute, and he quickly rewarded the Scotsman's decision by scoring a stunning solo goal. Bosh! Bangor-Williams soon became a fixture in the first team, assisting 3 goals in his next 3 starts. He has made 13 appearances in all competitions so far this season, and he's been rewarded for his form with his first international call-up. Although, to be fair, much like his club career, it wasn't as straightforward. He wasn't announced in the squad. He had to be that 2 of the players in the squad dropped out through injury, and then they call him up. So even then, he's got that little bit of luck that, everything is working out for him. Everything's coming up roses. Wow, he should probably buy a ticket for the Euro Millions today. 166 million, if you don't, So, I spoke to him initially when he was in the provisional squad to make him aware. Firstly, that was in it. And that everybody at the club, the lads were delighted for him to get that call up. Neil told News it then. What I did remind him at that point was that's how, Romain got his first call up as well. He was on the provisional list, and then obviously there was a couple of dropouts, and he managed to get himself in. I did say to him at that time, don't be surprised if this sort of opportunity does present itself. Thankfully the other day he got the call. He's delighted. He's a really humble young guy. He's very determined. He's very confident in his ability, as am I. And I said to him, go and enjoy it, and you'll more than hold your own at that level. I've coached a lot of players that went on and played at that level. And it really has been a life-changing few months for him. He's taken it in his stride, which is good, but I hope once the season ends, he looks back and realises what he's managed to do in such a short period of time. And I hope he appreciates how well he's done. Bangor-Williams' rise has been marked by his extraordinary ability on the ball and his willingness to attempt what few others would. In his first championship start, he flicked the ball around a defender with a remarkable piece of skill before cutting it back for Casper Denor to finish. Neil is keen for the forward to continue play without fear. The reason they're young players is they haven't got the experience, Neil said. With anybody in any walk of life, when you're doing something for the first time or you're trying to learn the trade, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to make decisions that in probably a month's time, 2 months' time, certainly 2 years' time, you wouldn't make again. And that's just part and parcel of being a young player. But I think what also accompanies that is the freedom and no fear element of making those mistakes, and that should certainly be the case for him. I don't try and put any undue pressure on him, and I think he puts enough pressure on himself. I know his dad will be sort of putting pressure on him in terms of expectancy that he'll have, and I want to try and take that away from him as much as I can and basically let him enjoy his football. He's like any player, though. If he's not training well, he's not performing well, he doesn't get the opportunity that he would have got. But providing he does those bits well, which he does on a daily basis, there's no reason why his career can't flourish and go on and become better and better. Indeed. And what I would say, what was I going to say? I was thinking about saying something and then I just bloody forgot it. Oh yes, the fearless thing. Part of the thing about being fearless, we've seen this with Romain Esse, we've seen this with Bangor Williams. What hasn't been talked about is the social aspect of the Zoomer generation, I believe they're called, whose lives were upended because of COVID at an important time for them. And they're not holding back. They were literally, obviously at that time, obviously some of us who were older, we probably knew, like, oh, this is a load of old shit and it's going to go away. But they thought that this was probably the end of the world. It's probably much like what American students in 1961 thought when the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on. They thought, oh, I haven't even lived my life yet and the world is about to end. And they are going out into the world now. They're growing up now. They're 20, 21. They ain't fucking holding back now. They're not waiting for nothing. They thought they was all gonna die. And you say, well, yeah, of course they weren't. But they were kids. They didn't realise what it was. They didn't know. They were believing all the bullshit that was being said. And I think that's part of it. I think that's, they are living la vida loca. They are not waiting for life. They are living it. Talking about Bangor Williams, he played today. He didn't start. If we can get this. Yeah, thank you. This is from englandfootball.com. It's the website, the official website of England football teams of various age groups. This is the match report from Portugal 1, England 1 for the under-20s today. They played today. I shared it as it was going on. Just found out it was live. I found it on YouTube on this channel called Youth Football FX. And this is where you can find it. It's still up. They got the full match replay. It was shown live. You can go and check it out, and I'll tell you where to check it out because we're going to read the match report. England's Men Elite League squad. England's under-20s extended our unbeaten streak after playing out a 1-1 draw against Portugal at the Municipal Stadium. With Ben Future returning as head coach following his interim spell with the men's under-21s last autumn, the Young Lions were back in action in the Euro Elite League this afternoon. England, who are yet to be defeated during the 24-25 season, took an early lead with just 7 minutes on the watch. Tottenham Hotspur forward Dane Scarlett made it 1-0 to the visitors. Portugal hit back with just over half an hour played. Skipper Diogo Monteiro, who plays for Leeds United at club level, equalised for the hosts with 32 minutes gone and half-time approaching. Following the restart, the two teams played out a goalless second half as it finished all square. And the Young Lions will cross the border into Spain to take on Switzerland at the Marbella Football Centre on Monday, the 24th of March, 7 p.m. GM. And two Mill connections in the starting 11. Brooke Norton-Cuffy, number 2, and Romain Esse, number 7. And it was absolutely pissing down throughout the whole game, so much so that in the second half, the ball wasn't even moving properly. And I think they were just get on with it, try and just grind it out. Get like the referee was like, we ain't postponing this, we're getting through this. So it was one of those situations. Talking about, so if you look at the team here, and if we go to substitutes, and if you go to the bottom line, quite interestingly, Rahis Bangor Williams comes on in the 72nd minute. Who does he come on for? Romain Esse. Of course. So yeah, if you go to this, and go to, there is a clock in the corner, so you can go to 72 minutes and you can see how Bangor Williams played. Did quite well when he came on. He wasn't huffing and puffing and just going at it. He wasn't all hyped up. He was very controlled, but he did get on the ball a few times, made things happen. It was very interesting. Helped put the ball in the net in terms of setting up crosses, but it was giving us offside a couple of times actually. So he did quite well. So I would imagine hope maybe he'll start on Monday. That's how they usually do these things. So this is a friendly, really. They call it the Elite League. It's a friendly tournament. So they usually heavily rotate the teams. You can see in the match report how many substitutes there were. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 substitutes or 8 substitutes? So they don't. It's not very strict on all that stuff. So we're going to go through all the other international Lions that played today, and we're going to go with this. George Savile 1-1 for Northern Ireland in a friendly at Windsor Park. Now they've given George Savile the assist. If we go to the lineup, and we see George Savile started the game, played 69 minutes, came off in the 69th minute. They give him the assist for the goal. Now let me tell you about this goal. Because the fact that they give him an assist, I guess technically he did assist the goal, but it's hilarious. So it's an indirect free kick. You got 3 Northern Ireland players standing over it, 2 face to face and 1 behind the ball. Obviously he's going to be the one who hits it. It's an indirect free kick. So you know what they do. Someone touches it, puts a foot on the ball, the other goes, he hits it. So that's what they did. So Shea Charles sidefoots it to George Savile, who pads it with the side of his foot and stops it, and then gets back, and then Isaac Price, whacks the ball towards the goal, rocket into the corner of the goal, scored the goal. So George Savile given the assist. I guess he played quite well in patches. Obviously came off in the 69th minute. Obviously I think he's a bit fresh because he's not really been playing that much for Millwall recently. So he looked okay. And I think they have another game on Monday. But there's a report. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I think it's just quotes from the manager. Okay. So there you go. So we've got Bangor Williams come off the bench, played 20 minutes. You got George Savile starting for Northern Ireland, played 69 minutes. We have Ivanovic. So this is from FSS.rs. Yep, exactly. It's a Serbian website, Republic of Serbia. Football, soccer, Serbia, something like that. Now, Eaglets. Obviously, the senior team's called the Eagles because the what do you call it? The logo of Serbia is an eagle, the double-headed eagle. But I'm pretty sure a baby eagle isn't called an eaglet. I think it's called a fletchling. So I guess they don't have that word in Serbian, but this has been translated, by the way. So it's written in Serbian and it's been translated automatically by my browser, so it may not make some sense. But this is the match report from Serbia 2, Bosnia 0. The young national team of Serbia, under 21s, defeated Bosnia and Herzegovina in a friendly match in Antalya, 2-0. It was 0-0 at half-time. The Eaglets showed a very good game with high possession of the ball, pressing in front of the opponent's goal. Excellent defence. The players of the head coach, Alexander Kolarov, entered the match with great energy and a very responsible approach. The scorers for our team were Bojan Kovacevic and Vanja Valhovic, after fantastic assists from Alexander Stankovic and Nikola Kristic, respectively. After the victory over Turkey in November. This is the second consecutive victory of the Serbian youth national team since coach Kolarov has been on the bench. And if we go to the teams and the lineup, and if you go to the second line of Serbia, you go across to the right hand side, and you can see Ivanovic. From 46 minutes, he came on for Mijatovic. So he came on at the start of the second half. So at half time, it was 0-0. He comes on, plays the whole second half, and they scored 2 goals. And they score within 10 minutes of him being on the pitch, and then they score in the 91st minute. Tried to find footage of it, can't find any footage anywhere, so I don't know if he had any hand in the goals. Obviously, wasn't the assister, didn't score, so I'm not really sure. But he played the second half, and it's the second half where they scored 2 goals. So you would imagine he played a part. Got some photographs just to prove that he was there. There he is in the background there. Interesting kit that they've got here. Obviously, they got this emblem in the centre of their shirt. Kind of like a shield with the number in the Puma shirt. Obviously can't have sponsors for the international team, so very interesting. What's that about? What is that about? I don't know. So there you go. Yeah. Why not? So that's Ivanovic. He plays half of football in the second half. As Serbia under 21s beat Bosnia under 21s 2-0. Okay. Now we move on to this. If it's still loaded, yes, it's loaded. Scotland under 21s. They beat Ireland under 21s in Pinatar Arena in Mercia, where Millwall was in pre-season. This was live on YouTube, and you can see it there, Pinatar Arena, on the Scotland national team YouTube channel. It's still up there. If you want to check it out. And I will tell you where Daniel Kelly played. He started the game. There he is there, and they haven't given him ratings in any of these players. He started the game and he came off at half time. So hopefully that's not an injury. Obviously, he hasn't played in the most recent under 21 games. I don't know if that's because he was part of the first team squad, but he didn't make the bench for those games. So he was just like training with the first team squad. So I don't know if that's it, or maybe he was injured, so had a little bit of a knock, but was good enough to play for Scotland. Hopefully he's not injured, but he went off at half time. But they only made 2 changes. They did make 2 changes at half time, so he wasn't the only player going off at half time. Also, Graham came off MacArthur at half time, and then they made a few other changes as well. So, but there you go, 2-0 win. And again, so when you go to this channel, if you want to watch it, just watch the first half. I watched the first half. He played very well. Scotland played very well. Ireland were very, very poor. See, I think they've literally wiped out the whole team and started again because they got too old to carry on. Like players like Amaku and Sinclair Armstrong and others, they had the whole group were at the same age, and they've had to start again. So you would imagine that's a bit of a probably stupid way to do it. You would imagine you would probably want half and half, so you kind of gradually go through, rather than just having to replace the whole team at the same time and starting again with probably like 19-year-olds in your under 21s. But they were very outclassed, the Ireland team. So Scotland were looking good. Well, I don't know if Daniel Kelly's grown, but he certainly looked taller than he has been. I don't know if it's the other players on the pitch are smaller than him, but he did look a bit taller. So I don't know if they got him on something like vitamin D or something down at Cameron Road, or what they're doing, creatine or whatever makes you grow, I guess. But he did look a bit taller. So there you go. That's another one, and that's the only one today. That's it. So going through it, Bangor Williams, what else? Bangor Williams, George Saville, Ivanovic, Danny Kelly, all international lines who played today. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. And they all look good. They did all look good, except for Ivanovic. I don't know how he played. Didn't see it. Now, Gonna finish with this. Well, gonna look at the other bit of this. This comes in two parts. Here we go again. So Millwall get into the mobile business. Okay, I guess. Let's have a read of this. This is from millwallfc.co.uk. So Millwall launches first ever UK club mobile network. Millwall Football Club is delighted to become the first British club to launch its own mobile network. Maybe there's a reason why that hasn't happened before, and we're probably about to find out what that reason is. In partnership with Shaka, with a small s, Millwall Mobile will be powered by the UK's fastest 5G network, free with 99.9% UK coverage. Does that include the den at half time? With free game-winning plans available to pick from, starting from just £10 a month, supporters can now save £150 plus compared to traditional operators with total freedom to cancel whenever they want with no contract plans. So it's pay-as-you-go. It's a pay-as-you-go SIM model. As a Millwall Mobile subscriber, supporters will be able to receive special discounts and offers with exclusive rewards for loyal customers, whilst also directly helping support the club with every plan purchased. Both physical and eSIM options are available. What is an eSIM? Don't know. For more information on Millwall Mobile, click on the link below. Season ticket holders, keep an eye on your inbox for your exclusive Millwall Mobile window. Wow, so you season ticket holders are going to get a lucky deal. They're going to send you an email with an option, a very good option. Do you sign up? Mill's Chief Commercial Officer Luke Wilson said, with the advent of eSIMs, there are now a number of virtual networks in the UK run by a variety of brands, including supermarkets and satellite TV providers. There are also several football clubs in Europe who have taken advantage of technology to deliver affordable and rewarding mobile plans to their fans, backed up by the reliability and scale of a main network provider. We're delighted to be the first club in the country to bring this model to the UK and to our fans, ahead of the proposed Free Vodafone merger. We believe our tie-up with Shaka, a pioneering connectivity provider, will not only mean our fans will have great value, flexible plans that reward their loyalty via the club benefits on offer, but also access to the best network in London. Not only that, but every plan will be directly supporting their club. Our delivery partner Shaka has a wealth of experience in the telco industry, so we're excited to now launch the service to our fans alongside them. Well, if you've seen the videos before, I had a little look at my Guava before, Trustpilot, things like that. I can't find Shaka. Can't find a thing about them. Don't know who they are. So I don't know if that's good or bad. The fact that they're not on Trustpilot, maybe not the best. But here we go. Now this is the guy in charge. So Jonas Jelinek, CEO of Shaka. Now Jelinek, what is that? It's some kind of Slovak? Is he a Slovak? Is he a Czech? What's going on here? CEO of Shaka said, football clubs all over the world, from AC Milan in Italy to Flamengo in Brazil, are realising the potential of offering branded mobile plans through the disruptive eSIM technology. Unlike traditional one-off partnership models, mobile plans generate a recurring revenue stream, which is a more predictable income stream. We're excited to work with Millwall FC, one of the most innovative UK clubs. Their religious fan-first approach has impressed us and was the main reason for picking them as our first UK partner. With their own mobile plan, Mill can offer a holistic fan experience unmatched by any other Premier League or EFL Championship club. Okay. They tell us who Shaka are. Shaka is a pioneering connectivity provider dedicated to helping sports clubs unlock the full potential of their fan base through innovative branded mobile plans. These plans offer clubs a streamlined way to generate recurring revenue while providing fans with a high-quality mobile service that strengthens the bond with the team they love. By enhancing existing loyalty programs or designing custom branded mobile-based loyalty offerings, Shaka works hand in hand with clubs to enhance fan satisfaction and loyalty by partnering with top sports clubs around Europe. Shaka is transforming the way clubs engage with their supporters. For more information, visit shaka.tel. Okay, maybe I should have checked that out. Shaka.tel. But I did click on... There was a link earlier. Did they change it? Oh, yeah, I clicked on this thing where it says for more information. So here we go. We've got an actual website called mobile.millfc.co.uk. So here we go. Powered by Free. Special discounts. Every plan helps support your club. eSIM. What is an eSIM? I don't know. What is an eSIM? Do you know what an eSIM is? I imagine what you just... I don't even know what that means. Obviously a SIM is like a little physical card you put in your thing. So I imagine an eSIM is what it runs through an app. So you just use your normal SIM, and then you just click on this app and it goes through your physical SIM through this app. I guess it's like that. Or is it literally like you make calls that go through the app? Like you can call people on WhatsApp and stuff like that. So it's not actually a mobile plan, it's just... But aren't calls on WhatsApp for free if you're on Wi-Fi? So then why would you pay for an eSIM when you can call people on WhatsApp for free? I don't know. Or FaceTime or whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't know about all this stuff, you know. Frequently asked questions. Do they tell us what an eSIM is? How do you print a PDF? I don't know. Do I get 5G with Millwall Mobile? Definitely. All our SIM plans include 5G by default, so you'll get 5G automatically if you have 5G enabled phones. So you need the 5G phone. You need the new phone. Obviously, these are just SIMs. They don't actually give you the plan where you have the phone. So you have to have your own phone that I guess is unlocked, that you can use with any SIM card. Oh, here we go. Very easy. It takes about 4 minutes to sign up and join our network with an eSIM. You can also install and start using our service instantly. So that sounds like an app. You install an app, no? I don't know what's going on here. Again, does it work very well at half time at the 10? Because at the moment, I don't know about you, but my phone don't work at the 10. It drops down to like 5G, and that probably 2G. It just doesn't move. It's like a snail. So obviously they've got it themed on the kits, home, away, and the third kit. £10 a month for third kit. 10 gigabytes of 5G data. Unlimited text and calls. 10 gigabytes of EU roaming. For £20 a month. Is that per month? £20 a month. Unlimited 5G data. Unlimited text and calls. 20 gigabytes of EU roaming. For 20. The away one, £16 a month. 100 gigabytes of 5G data. Unlimited text and calls. And 15 gigabytes of EU roaming. So, there you go. Interesting stuff. Apparently, Millwall the first club to do this. We're about to find out if that's a good idea or not. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.